What does the shirt say?
It's Trader Joe's, everything's for sale.
And what does that mean?
It means we got a worthless president and don't care about the people. He's wanting money.
Really getting hard to describe the levels of ignorance and cognitive dissonance that Trump supporters express.
Trump steaks are by far the best tasting, most flavorful beef you've ever had. Truly in a league of their own.
And we're very proud of it. We make the finest wine, as good a wine as you can get anywhere in the world. And I know the press is extremely honest, so I won't offer them any, but if they want, they can take a bottle of wine home.
It looks as if what they did is they sort of like took the body of Daniel Craig when he was playing James Bond, and they just photoshopped Trump's face and then a bunch of different hats onto it. But they are non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and there are 45,000 of them now.
Well, I got to tell you, I don't know where to begin either.
How these quote-unquote trading cards are just Trump photoshopped into the fantasy scenarios of a 10-year-old boy. Like this one where he's a cowboy, or this one where he's an astronaut, or this one where he's a race car driver, or this one where he's Superman, or this one where he is so cool that Hollywood has changed its name to Trump World, or this one where he is some sort of big, important stock guy.
Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of this God Bless the USA Bible, and it's just very important and very important to me. I want to have a lot of people have it. You have to have it for your heart, for your soul.
I can keep going, but I think you get the picture by now. The only thing that Donald Trump values as much as himself is money, considering he's crafted his entire public-facing image around being a successful billionaire businessman who could do no wrong with his investments, since we know that's the furthest thing from the truth as possible. It really speaks to the power of Trump's rhetoric, how he markets himself, and how media coverage has convinced enough people to believe that he actually cares about their well-being.
There's a whole lot of problems that we talk about.
Are you talking about his son-in-law getting the $2 billion deal from Saudi Arabia?
Well, that, Hunter, all the stuff with Burisma and things like that.
Is that shady to work in office and then make a deal with Saudi Arabia for $2 billion?
Well, if Biden's name's attached to it, I'm pretty sure it's shady.
Okay. But no, that's Jared Kushner. That's Trump's son-in-law.
Well, that may be. I don't know. I'm not real up on that, but
okay.
Thank you.
All right.
This is exactly what we're talking about. Trump has so much control over how his followers think that he can flaunt his corruption in their faces and suffer virtually no electoral consequences, since voters are willing to look past Jared Kushner's $2 billion payout from the Saudi Arabian government and the royal family, as well as cutting taxes for the rich, as long as Trump keeps dehumanizing black and brown people, pandering to religious bigots, and posturing like he's fighting for the everyday American.
Well, this, Tucker?
Yeah.
He's my hero. And then right under it says, stop liberal intolerance.
Case in point, this woman.
For our country? That's a hard question. Probably Putin.
It is?
Yeah, I don't think Putin's as bad as people want to.
You would vote for Vladimir Putin?
I would. Over Biden? Hell yeah.
You would vote for Vladimir Putin for president of the United States?
Putin wants to go back to good morality. He doesn't allow all this crap about genders and pronouns and crap. Russia thing, let them work it out.
So you would vote for Vladimir Putin over Joe Biden for president of the United States?
I would. I'd rather have a corrupt Russian than a corrupt Biden.
There you have it indeed. The unjustifiable and illegal military invasion of another sovereign country aside, admitting that you would vote for Putin solely because he's rabidly anti-LGBTQ says more about you than it does about him, given that she experienced an entire lifetime of Red Scare propaganda where Russia was the ultimate boogeyman. It's astonishing that such a simple sign of respect for how another person identifies could tear down a lifetime of trained behavior. But that's the power of right-wing propaganda.
Founding fathers restricted voting rights for vast majorities of people, including women. The women didn't receive the right to vote until the 19th Amendment.
And then we fixed that.
I don't think that was a good thing.
You don't think so?
I don't think it was a good thing. I believe
the 19th Amendment?
Yeah. Every person, women, men, black, white, whatever, has equal dignity under the law and before God. That doesn't mean they'll have the same roles and should have the same influence in a society.
So who should have influence in our society?
Christian leaders.
This is what the Republican Party under Donald Trump looks like. Fascism is spreading in America much quicker than it has in the past. And sadly, it doesn't look like the Democratic Party has any interest in tackling the issues head on, barring a few exceptions, as always.
The other day, Donald Trump said on his first day he's going to be a dictator for a day.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Would you rather have Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 years or re-elect Joe Biden for 4 years?
I would rather have Donald Trump. I'd like to see the repeal the Roosevelt law so that he can be a president for a lot more than 4 years. But this country needs a dictator. I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
What would you rather have, 4 years of Donald Trump as a dictator or 4 more years of Joe Biden as president?
I think I'm choosing Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 more years.
You rather have 4 years of dictator Trump or 4 years of a Biden presidency?
4 years of a dictator Trump.
Yeah, I'm going dictator Trump for sure. Would you rather have him as a dictator for 4 years or Biden as a president for 4 years?
I'd rather have Donald Trump as a dictator for 4 years, absolutely. Because look at Biden. He's done nothing but bring this country down. So I don't want that president for the next 4 years.
If you could have an option of 4 years of Donald Trump as a dictator or 4 years of Joe Biden as a president, what would you choose?
Donald Trump.
Even as a dictator?
He wouldn't be a dictator.
No, but I'm in this silly hypothesis.
Donald Trump. I'd still say Donald Trump. Absolutely.
If Donald Trump does not win, what do you do?
I hope that I'm going to die.
You want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win?
I don't want to live like this anymore. You like our country the way it is now?
I mean, it doesn't really matter what I think, but you've got a pretty good life. You got nice clothes on, you got hat on, sunglasses, you got your health. I mean, the country's done pretty well by you, right?
No, the country hasn't done anything by me. I've done everything for myself. My husband and I took care of ourselves as we grew older. Now, when we got ready to retire, we had planned what we were going to do. Now, what is the country doing for me now? Do I get any interest on anything that I put away and saved?
Well, your money is safe, right?
I wouldn't say that.
You got access to health care?
I have access to health care because my husband served 20 years in the military.
So the military did something for your family. The military is trustworthy, right? I mean, the military healthcare system's great.
No, I wouldn't say it's great. We were promised free health care for our whole life, but that did not happen.
What is it that is so bad about where America is or where you are right now with America that you would want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win?
I just don't want to live in a country that is screwed up as this one, that people are so out of control and that they think that everything that they're entitled to everything. What do you think about the stealing that's going on right now?
What do you mean stealing?
People walk into stores and just can walk out with stuff.
Well, crime is a problem, but there's also a lot of places where people have to...
Crime is increasing every day.
Actually, the data shows it's not.
Well, I don't care what the data shows. You and I can't talk to each other because you have a totally different idea of what's going on than what I have.
So what do you trust?
I trust Donald Trump.
If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.